Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Zogi. Today I'm drawing Hinata Shoujo from Haikyuu. Now this was recommended to me by some followers on TikTok, so if you want to recommend some characters, leave a comment or hit me up on TikTok, link in description. Now for Hinata, it was quite hard to choose which expression to go for, as he makes so many dirt faces, but I had to go for the classic TM, Hinata, aka Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows, because that literally sums up the dude. So after vaguely editing on Photoshop, we jump straight into what I like to call Chapter 1, the essentials, aka how I'm drawing the face. So in case anyone was wondering, the colours that I use is a mixture of Caran d'Ache Luminance and Prismacolor pencils. So for the Luminance pencils, I mainly use burnt ochre 10%, burnt umber 10% and silver grey, which isn't actually grey, it's kind of a blue. And for Prismacolors, I use burnt ochre, peach and blush pink. So yeah, those are the main pencils I use, pretty consistent throughout all of my drawings. And my technique is mainly just layering, so I start off with the burnt ochre 10% as a kind of light layer, and then I put on some burnt umber 10%. Then for the parts where he's got like his kind of blush freckle kind of area, I add some of the peach and the blush pink. You know, it's got blush in the name. And yeah, I just layer that on top, and slowly but surely it starts to kind of create a nice kind of rounded texture. And for the highlighted areas, I add some silver grey. And that's kind of mainly it. If I want some shading, I use some of the burnt ochre to kind of have that nice and natural kind of transition in colour. Now Karasuno's outfit doesn't compare to the fire that was the Demon Slayer one in my last video. However, you know, the orange and the black is a fire combination. As Noya said, wise man indeed. So I was actually quite looking forward to drawing this one. To get the colours for the orange, it was pretty straightforward, just using different shades of orange, and when I wanted to add shadows I would use a burnt ochre, as that works quite well. But for the actual dark blue / black uniform, I realised that black doesn't show well as a colour. It's too bold and actually takes away from the main reference image. So in this instance I tried to create like a kind of dark navy colour by layering lots of blue together, and damn, by the time I was done with this, my hand was blue, my table was blue, I was an avatar. Would not recommend unless your name is Aang. Now for my favourite part, the hair. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I had no clue how I got the hair to look how it did. I was blagging it, I was hoping for the best, and I was pretty happy with it. Like, all I knew is that I threw in a lot of different types of orange shades, plus burnt ochre, plus a kind of blue for the highlight. And you know, the trick for hair is to just go in the direction that the hair's moving, as well as to not look at it as individual strands, or it's game over. I used to try and do singular strands, it looked like straw. Horse will eat that hair. The horse will look at that hair and be like, delicious. So don't do that. Maybe in the future I'll do a hair tutorial, but for now I can't lie, I have no clue how I did it. Now for that kind of end bits, which is, you know, amping it up, I wanted it to not just be a mugshot, as I'm famous for doing with my anime in real life. I wanted it to have a bit of character. So what better else than to add, you know, the crow reference. So I decided to get some feathers and to just have that in the kind of Karasuno colours, which I thought was quite cool, and I really like using acrylic with Prismacolors, so that was quite fun. And also I like the whole idea of showing off the 10, you know, Hinata number 10, so that was quite cool. So I put that in the top corner, painted it white, and surrounded it in like a permanent marker with an orange border. And that is the end of my Hinata in real life drawing. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you hopefully next week.